win. Of course, Spencer Martin in the nets again, and he was hot last night.
Here we come. Opening faceoff goes to Fort Wayne. Back up the middle. Dumped by Thorne. Lead pass into the zone. They dig hard for it. Came to the Comet D again. Cross rink now as they move the puck around down the far wall. And a shot on the side of the net as they just take the puck away from the Fort Wayne defense. Here they come again. They stepped into the slot. Good move there. As knocking his man down was Thomas. Behind the net, here we come again.
Shot.
Another nice save on the play, and the Comets up ice. They give it away in their own end again. And they give it away another time. All right, let's go here. Now they're moving into the zone. All the way wide. At the net, the shot, the rebound. Back up the wall. Comets go in and slow that one down. Send it right back to the net. Karam's all the way back inside the Fort Wayne zone. Gabe Beaupre will chase this one down. Back up they come. Lost the puck behind the net again. They lost it again. Man, it looks like
Cincinnati
it's
jumping all over them, yep.
Like a hot potato down there, Robbie. Hard to figure it out. Comets make their change now. Sean Skelly out on the back check, trying to make his move go. Into the corner, Cody Corbett, last night's hero, comes up with the puck, trying to move it back up the wall. They
clear the zone.
Comets keep coming. Here they move. Skelly goes in, drives it over center ice, and then behind the net. Nice hit down deep. Comets had it out front. Who's got it now? Spinning away on the check, Shavsma. He couldn't find the puck. It was in his feet. All right, here we come again. Comets now are giving up the puck in their own end a lot right off the bat. Now they move it wide. Skelly going to the line. Flipped around the defense. Is picked off on the play. Koshinsky. And they take it away as backup ice on the attack. Cody Carlson. And now he's forechecked back in his own corner. Puck taken away from him. Pendenza trying to move it out. Comets after it again. A lot of hustle. They get it back. Moving it back over center ice. Wheeling it.
Here we go. Good shot here.
Here it comes as it's Krashersky.
Go to the net.
Got the shot. Kicked away. And up comes the net off the mooring. So right off the bat, that's kind of changed the dynamics a little bit there as well. So game just underway. Not much of it by so far.
Yes, 2 shots by the Comets and only 1 by Cincinnati. Cincinnati's been hopping all over them in their own zone, but they've been lucky enough to keep the puck away from the net.
They have. I think they're so surprised with some of the giveaways, Robbie. Yeah. They don't know how to handle it.
Cincinnati jumping on it pretty quickly right now.
All right, we'll be ready to face it off inside the Cincinnati zone off to the left of their goaltender. Brandon Whitney is the man of record here tonight. See how we're going to go. Perlini back into the draw. Fights for the face-off. Now in behind the net. Here we come. Stopping out front is Thompson trying to set it up. Back it comes again behind the net. Jammed away that time as it's going to be Thomas with the puck. Now they cycle it back in the corner. Thomas let it go by, but the Comets move it, and there was nobody left. They just kind of pass it someplace and hope somebody shows up here right now. Good back check by the Comets again. Nice big reach as Thompson, with that big frame of his, took care of that one. Here we come around the far wall. Let's get it out of there. And Thompson checked off. Cincinnati now controlling at their own blue line. Move it all the way cross rink. Back up the defense. Ratchuk on his way to center into the Fort Wayne zone, and they're going to have no icing on this one. All right.
Leonard.
Set it back up here behind the net. Waiting. Long pass at center ice. Chipped into the zone, but unable to finish the job that time was Dominic Alberga. Alberga chased it down in the corner, came back to center ice. Comets have it again. Going on the rush, it's Corbett. Corbett goes out front, got the shot. Up they come behind the net, trying to make the move. Good hit as they try to jar the forward off the play. That's Manella. And out they come to the Fort Wayne line. Good back check. Let's go in a hurry. Back for the touch as it is made as Corbett gets the touch. And the icing will have the face-off all the way back inside the zone for the Cincinnati Cyclones. We're scoreless, period 1. This is Comet Hockey.
Hi, Comet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Comet jersey. Check out the Comet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks, made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
There's going to be a penalty call as Shasma coming up with a puck.
Goalie out of the net.
Out in front. Into the corner. Tried to get a shot away. Perlini couldn't get it. Out at the point, left side, right point. And another drive. And hanging on at the net. Whitney had a piece of it. It kind of rolled off his glove, and he had to jump up and grab it in a hurry, as it just was not working out at all. Hey, this is Comet Hockey.
Oh, please make me a sandwich on nice soft sunbeam bread, 'cause softer is deliciouser. That's what my mommy said.
What's been a Fort Wayne tradition for over 50 years? Comet Hockey, of course, and Sunbeam Bread. Delicious, nutritious Sunbeam has been making the best sandwiches for young Komets fans since 1957.
I want a sunbeam sandwich, 'cause sunbeam is softest. It stays softest longest.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Let's see where we're going to go with this one now, trying to get it back out of the zone.
Power play, Komets.
And we're going to have another ride at it all the way to center. Long
the
icing instead. As back they go, trying to get the touch that time. The Comet forward Thompson, but they beat him to the play, getting the whistle, and we'll send it all the way back in the other end.
Yeah, they tried to break up pass to hit the winger way up the far wing, and they missed it, forced the icing call. So the faceoff will come back into the Comet zone. 1 minute and 19 seconds, power play, Fort Wayne. No score, first period.
0-0. We've outshot them 5-1 so far, so the shooting irons are out. The smoking gun's going. Here's Southhorn with the puck now, looking for some daylight. Came back up on the wing, breaking Perlini, sends it deep in the corner. Around behind the net, Komets are there. Touch pass all the way to the point, left side. Southie on the half wall now. Down it comes. It's blocked. Get it back. Pick back up again. Komets dump it off in behind the net as Kyle Thomas keeps it alive. They chop at it. It goes wide. Thomas sends it, got it behind the net. They look, can't find anybody out front. Here's another one, driving wide. Whoa!
Right to the net. That was the goal mouth.
Thompson got in the right spot, but at that point in time, they couldn't get it over him.
Here's a good shot.
Again.
Score! There we go. Embach. They were patient. They moved it around. They finally got Embach open as he was breaking in the high slot. He had the goalie by himself, went stick side high under the crossbar. Power play goal. Komets on the board.
So we're first blood again at 5:51. Power play goal for the K's. No, correction, it was a full-strength goal, wasn't it?
No, it was power play goal.
All righty.
Yeah, power play goal.
Back to center ice we come. Embach gets the goal, and one assist goes to Thomas. There will be another one. Here they come. Thomas tried to ride him off the puck. Where are we? Far wall. Shaftsman has to skate away. He lost it. Oh, now out front again, and this time they bang away and they get it back again.
What did they do then?
Here we come. Still can't come out of there. They give it away again. I can't believe there's 5 guys out there. Nobody can get a handle on it. Now maybe we're going to get it. And again, they can't dump it out. Back it comes over into the crowd, and what are we going to have here? Okay. 15:23 still left here in the first period.
Komets up by 1. Power play goal. Embach, his 7th of the season. And the assists go to 24 Thomas and 9 Perlini.
Okay. So we got it working again. Komets now with the puck. Down deep, trying to move back up the zone. Turned wide, good pass into the zone. Here they come again. All the way up top, going down deep from the left wall is Kashersky. Kashersky behind the net. Sticks get a little high. Back it comes again. They fight for it back up the wall as Matt Lark. Lark has it out at the point. Here it goes, blocked, and they couldn't get it wide. Southern has to go back and cover it. Come on, cross rink, here we come. Too many people standing still waiting to make a pass, Robbie, and they're getting trapped flat-footed. Here they come, down in the zone, Lark. Lark going deep, Dyke out at the point, can't get it out. He's got it back, sends it behind the net. And we are just having all kinds of trouble making
a shot point.
And
Southhorn.
He that one, and he got it wide of the net. The play was made, picked back up as Will Weber tries to keep it alive in the corner. He got it, and look out. It came to center ice.
Embach, last man, heads up.
And somebody came back to help out on that one. Here they come, cross rink, on the move. Embach's breaking. Oh, they had to give it to him. Southie, if he'd get on the pass, Embach was gone.
Waved off, no icing.
12 minutes still left here in the first period. 1-0 Komets. And it's driven back Fort Wayne zone. Weber back to make the play. Cross rink it comes. Leonard out at center ice.
In and over.
Inside the line, nicely played by Thomas. His shot deflected off the side of the net. Came far wall. Hanging on is the goaltender Whitney. And we'll have a face-off again inside the Cincinnati zone, and it will be off to the right of their goaltender, Brandon Whitney. 7-1 shots on goal. They do favor the Komets as well. Back we come into the draw. Nick Huard now going in, trying to play it with Perlini. Down it comes behind the net. Taken by the D-man Diaby. Diaby around the wall. He's hit. Komets working in hard, trying to dig it out of there. They got it at the point. Cross point pass, and here's a drive that's blocked way up in the air, in fact, as it deflects. Going deep now. Komets have it. Here's Thomas. Thomas is ridden hard by Diaby. Diaby at the point, trying to get it back. Komets had it. Kind of a weak pass there by the Komet winger Thompson, trying to go deep. Couldn't make it play again. Here comes Cincinnati the other way. They try to stand him up.
A lot of stick checking.
Yeah, Riley Wesolowski just goes right on by, and no further action on the play. Yeah, there's not much physical action.
No.
It's all reach and drive.
From both teams, too. They like to move the puck. They like to skate, but physically they're not banging each other right now.
There wasn't a lot of that last night in Cincinnati, but it seemed to be a little more prevalent. You know, they had to do it a few times just in the process of playing defensive hockey. Here we come again. Komets with this one around behind the net. Take a look. Trying to dig it off. That time Skelly. Skelly can't play, but now back we come. Moving the puck for Fort Wayne. Dominic Alberga. Berga coming out. Goes to center ice into the Cincinnati D. Back up the middle, and they fire it off onto the wing. It's blocked. Look out. This one wide of the net. Komets have it. Down the zone. Here they come. Trying to dig it back up on the wall. Skelly can't make the play.
Trying to chop it.
Side of the net. Look out. Up front. Let's skate to this one and make it work. No mistakes. Let's go. Another touch pass that went awry. Komets go in deep, try to play it. Shaftsman can't get to it. Up they come at center. Komets have it back. Corbett with it, waiting around, stretching out the D a little bit. And here they come cross rink, and the big guy on the move is Hamonic. Into the zone.
No penalty.
No penalty on that one. It's tripped hard to the ice. It was Kashersky. At the line, Komets come wide again. Where is it now? Going in hard all the way in. Dropped at the point. Set back into the corner. Round behind the net.
There's a point.
Lark and can't get it there. He's stuffed to the wall. Embach's got it. He throws it back in the crowd. Up it comes. Retrieved off the wall and breaking back out of the zone. Quenville. Fort Wayne zone. Now they move it, keeping it wide. And we lost an edge down there somewhere. The
goals off the net.
Hamonic and he ran right into the goal and the goaltender. A little bit of a surprise. But anyway, 9:43 still left. It is period 1. 1-0 Komets, and this is Komet hockey.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement, and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's, and nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
Ready to go for you again. See how it's all. Can you hear now? We'll see if we get it figured out or not. And we've got plenty of gain on it for you. So, all right, we're working at it.
Which one are you in? You're in there?
So we'll face it off in the neutral zone just outside the Fort Wayne blue line. Perlini back into the face-off for the Komets. Now we're ready to go. They had to get the time off the clock, apparently. Cincinnati picks up the face-off. Komets break that one up, and around they come. And down, hit hard from behind on the play. That time was Kyle Thomas. Slow to get up, but he comes through anyway. Into the zone they come. Thomas had to get off the ice. Komets get it back. Cross rink it comes to Embach. Embach feeds it. Oh, and he throws it away. Another one of those don't look that ought to be their passes. They look good when they work.
Or for Cincinnati going the box, Buddish. And that's going to be cross-checking. And the Komets with their second power play. They scored on the first. Embach at the 5:51 mark. Now we've got 9 minutes and 15 seconds.
10:45, the penalty.
We'll take it.
Maybe we can get another one. Make that power play work.
They were patient last time. Finally found Embach sneaking in from the point. Hit him in the high slot all by himself. Good shot.
At the net with a face-off and hanging on. Whitney, the goaltender, just covered it up with a big mitt and waited for the whistle.
Yep.
So Perlini back in the face-off one more time as he is facing it off against Jack Downing. Ready, set. Up they come again to the net, but slept the length of the rink as the defender came along and just cleared it right out of there. Eric Robinson. Here we come again. There's room. Lead pass, and it's just too far for Thomas. He couldn't play it. Here we go back into the zone. Komets have it back. 1 forecheck, putting the pressure on, trying to go deep with him is Robinson. Up they come into the zone. Komets try to follow the play, but it's up on the screen. Down it comes. Whistle blows, and the faceoff will be inside the Cincinnati line with 8:45 still to go in the first period. 1-0. Komets hold the lead.
Power play still 1:31. Komets. Not much happening yet as Cincinnati in Fort Wayne's zone and keep checking very closely, not letting them set up at all. So they've got to be a little more patient, and the pass has got to be sharper.
All right, back into the face-off circle now is Dominic Alberga. Looks for the draw. Picked up by Cincinnati, put to the side of the net. Corbett behind his net for the Komets starts the rush. Minute 20 still left on the power play. Let's get it going. Here we come, going into the zone, rifled off behind the net as it's played by Kashersky. And around they come, mucking it up down deep in the zone. Komets try to come up with the puck.
Oh, and nobody there.
Actually, they were changing points as Corbett was just going from his right to his left, and he couldn't get back in time to make it work. The passes are terrible.
Yeah, that one was. Corbett went wide on the left, threw it back to the right side here, trying to hit Thomas on this side, but he missed the pass, went into the Cincinnati zone, and they fired it down the ice, and that'll kill the play. Line change from both sides right now.
Almost, they're trying to get back in sync and get a flow going, and nothing's working.
Well, you know, these are guys that haven't played together a lot, and you can start to see a little bit of that as the passes aren't right now.
And here we come. Komets into the zone. They look. Overskating it for a moment was Thomas. They get it back. A little short pass. Perlini's got it now. He's trying to find a play. Down it comes deep. In front of the goal mouth.
Goal crease. Looking for Embach again.
Embach was there. But the goaltender, Whitney.
Yeah, he intercepted as a
jammed it up.
Crease. Good play.
Well, the Komets are hopefully going to get out of their own end, which they do. In goes Southorn. Stick handles around into the corner. Offside the call, Perlini.
That gets it down to 15 seconds. Face-off will be outside the Cincinnati zone. 7:31 still to go here, first period. Pretty close checking game. Komets with the 1-goal lead on a power play. 5:51 Embach power play.
9-1 shots on goal favor the Komets.
Not quality ones, but shots that the goaltenders
making them work, eh?
Yep.
Alberga, the face-off for the Komets. Cincinnati sends it back to center ice. Here we come. Corbett now puts it by the defense. Hard into the corner. Komets go down deep. Shaftsma jamming away. They muck it up behind the net. Puck comes loose. Kay's keeping it. Oh, my. And again, right to the man coming out of the penalty box.
All even. Nice save.
Nice save as out he comes in front of the net, trying to play it again. Can't make the play. Big battle down in the corner. Robinson can't get loose from his guy. Tied up now by Corbett as Robinson gets sent flying. Out it comes to the point. They can't get it out again. Here's another one off behind the Fort Wayne net. And they send it back up the middle one more time. And what do we have? Net off the mooring.
Jumped off again. That net's having a little bit of problem there. But again, Seth Martin's so darn big, you know, he bumps that post. He knocks it right off the mooring every time. So his size sometimes helps him in situations like that when you need a quick whistle.
We're giving those blind passes so much that we're coughing it up all over the place. The Cincinnati player stands in the right place, he gets it.
Yeah, well, they were in the right place that time. The bad pass right over to the penalty box where the Cincinnati player came. They jumped out. They had a 2-on-1. Martin had to make a save off it.
So let's see how we do here with the face-off inside the Fort Wayne zone. Off to the right of Martin. Kashersky in the draw for the Komets. It's tied up, and the Komets get it back. They throw it away again. Errant passes have broken up any kind of momentum they're trying to get.
Yeah, the flow isn't there right now.
Here we go as Embach down in the corner has the puck behind the net. He's ridden hard by Budish. Budish can't play it. Up it comes with a bouncer to the left point. Back in the corner again. Komets try to break it up, coming out of the zone. Get a little rough with it. Here we come, all the way to center. Moving to the line now. Going deep right side is going to be Kashersky. Kashersky goes deep in the corner, lost his edge. Cincinnati back on the attack. The outlet pass from Manila into the Fort Wayne zone. Left behind the net. Look out. Check it out. Let's go. And this one is just a high bouncer flipped inside the Cincinnati line. And then right back it comes to center ice. Covered by Jack Downing, and he's behind the net. The Komets couldn't get the outlet pass. And here we come again. This time Hamonic wheels it behind him. Southorn with it, lifts it up in the air. Back it goes to center ice. Into the zone hard. Komets try to force the play, can't get it done. Back up ice they come, and Cincinnati with the puck. Jonathan Dybie had a circle away in his own zone. Now throws it cross rink to Weinstein. And now they work their way back out again. Komets break it up again. As Thomas going in, trying to reach long for the puck. Can't get the job done. Hustling is Pendenza down to the Fort Wayne zone. That's broken up.
Up the
middle. Here's Thomas. In he goes. And he wheels it down deep in the corner. Off far down deep as they try to penetrate. As Perlini tried to come in and control, he couldn't get the job done. Now Cincinnati back at center. They're checked right at the blue line. Good hit by the Komets as Corbett took his man off the play, but back they come at center, and the Komets try to move it again. Beaupre coming back out to center. They tip it into the zone deep. Touched there by Curtis Leonard, and back out they come far wall. On the wing, left side, cutting into the Komet zone, flying down deep in the corner. Joe Wilson. Komets come up with the puck. Wheeling it out to center ice.
It out there.
No action called as the D-man back to cover is Riley Wesolowski for Cincinnati. Now they drive it back in the Fort Wayne zone. Komets have it again. Curtis Leonard coming back up ice again. You can't stick handle, buddy. Keep it coming. All right, over center they come. Here goes Embach in the zone. Going cross rink on the play. At the net, just missed. A turnaround whirling shot. Komets back at their own line. Leonard, the D-man, recovering for Fort Wayne. In it goes, sent to the wall. Down deep in the corner, going hard all the way in is Matt Lark. Lark going in on the forecheck. Here comes Cincinnati, though, using the puck well. Broken up by Fort Wayne, didn't clear the zone. Oh, nice save, Komets.
Save.
Here come the Komets again. Southey working his way, drops it into his defensive partner's spot. Harmonic behind the net, waiting around, see where somebody's going to come to help him. Here we come all the way to center ice. Nice cross-point pass. It is Perlini. And he goes, front of the net. Nice move, except losing the puck at that particular moment.
Penalty
was
on it,
Thomas.
To be a
Perfect play.
Yep.
Thomas really saw it coming, and away he goes.
Yeah, that was a good play by Perlini, right to the goal mouth, high in the slot. Thomas took the pass just as he went to make the deke. His feet got tripped from underneath him. He goes off, no shot, and the power play goes again against Cincinnati. Third power play. Let's make it happen, guys.
Well, we got 1 out of 2 so far. Can we make another one, eh?
Yeah, the last one wasn't too potent, but the first one was, and Cincinnati's made a few adjustments.
I got a funny feeling this is going to break down to a pretty good hockey game. Everybody's so edgy right now. They don't seem to be able to get the job done. Embach feeds down on the half wall left. Out slot. Shot saved.
To the net.
Rebound front of the net. They go after it again.
That was Perlini on that shot.
Cleared all the way back in the Comet corner. Southhorn back to play it. They send in the 1-4 check. Here comes Southey back up again. Where's he going? All the way inside the line. Second guy in trailing the play. Whoa, nice shot that time. As Thompson snapped a wrist shot just outside the post.
Yeah, nice little drop pass by Perlini. Thompson walked right in, hit the side of the net.
Here we come again. Komets have it. Thompson, in he goes. As down deep in the zone, Embach drives his way to the corner. It's blocked. Back it comes. Foot race on now, as Southhorn is going to be pursued by Ratchuk. Correction, it wasn't Ratchuk, it was Heward. I saw the first 4 and thought 44. Here we come back out of the zone. Komets start to move. Skate in there. Dropping it off left wing now, going deep all the way behind the net, trying to get out front of the goal. Was the centerman that time, Kashersky. But blocking it off, the goaltender Whitney, and that's where it stayed.
Kashersky put a bit of speed on there on his backhand. As he got to the net, he got cut off by the defenseman. Little pushing and shoving. Of course, Whitney, the goalie, jumped out and grabbed the loose puck.
All right, we'll face it off deep inside the zone. We're looking at 1-0 Komets. Their power play still action for 52 seconds. And we'll see if we get the face-off done here as Alberga gets kicked out of the circle.
Didn't take him long.
Shaftsma going in instead, ties up his guy out at the point. Here it comes. And down the wall, trying to find their way back into the corner, was Kashersky. Kashersky couldn't play it. And Cincinnati just backhands it into the Fort Wayne corner.
35 seconds, still plenty of time, power play situation.
All right, one more good rush coming. Keep your head up and make it work. Nice pass going into the zone. As cutting across was the centerman Alberga, but he was just too hot a pass and he couldn't knock it down. 2 men down on 1 for Cincinnati. Whoa, what a save.
Oh, the defenseman knocked it in.
Komets scored in their own goal.
Yep, Corbett. Yep, a 2-on-1 break. Martin, the puck goes across the front. Martin throws himself across, makes a fantastic save. The rebound goes straight out in front. Corbett coming back as the Comet defenseman, hits him in the skate, deflects into the net, and Martin had no chance on the goal. A shorthanded goal would be. Cincinnati ties it up.
Well.
Yeah, when the breaks go against you, they can go against you.
Hey, this is Comet hockey.
Elwood's Appliances is Fort Wayne's most trusted source for quality GE appliances. Family owned and operated, Elwood's Appliances has proudly served the Fort Wayne community for more than 40 years and is Fort Wayne's very own GE factory authorized scratch and dent appliance outlet. Get quality, service, and price that the big box stores just cannot provide. Whether you're looking for one appliance or a whole house full, look no further than Elwood's Appliances, 2808 Lower Huntington Road in Fort Wayne, and visit elwoodsappliance.com.
WWIFM Fort Wayne. WOWOAM Fort Wayne.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, we come back. Fort Wayne is out of power play time right now. So we'll have to wait and see where we're going to go with it. Up they come, and at center, Komets in they go. Looking, it's Kashersky at the net. The shot, save, sneaky shot.
Yeah, it was
Good
by
save.
himself. He didn't have anybody to pass off
to. He kept
to.
looking, and nobody was showing up.
Nobody showed up to help him, so he was on his off wing, let the shot go from over here on the bad angle, and Whitney made a nice little save on it by just freezing it and killing it right there.
32 seconds still left here in the period. 1-1 the score at Cincinnati gets a oopser. We'll see who got it here in a moment. Fort Wayne D-man put it in the hole, so. All right, here we come again. Skelly now on the forecheck trying to make it play as Cincinnati dumps it to the Fort Wayne line.
Ooh, there's a check. Whoa.
That was Beaupre with a high stick.
Yeah, he got him up high on him, and he was lucky he didn't get a penalty, but he nailed the Cincinnati player pretty good.
Here we come. Back Fort Wayne blue line again. 10 seconds left. Everybody checking the timeout. Here's Skelly. He pops this one just over the top of the net. Came down the far wall. Good hit down in the corner. Sticks get a little bit high again. As Curtis Leonard and Shavsma went into there. And we do get a buzzer. We do get the end of period number 1. And the score tied 1-1. So we'll still wait to get a verification of what Cincinnati player was credited, excuse me, with that goal. It was put in by a Fort Wayne D-man, so whoever the last Cincinnati player was to touch it gets a gift.
Yeah, it was a 2-on-1, and they threw the puck across. And the man on the far side on his off wing let a great shot go. And somehow Martin got across there, made a great save. But unfortunately, it went straight out in front instead of the angle or up in the air where somebody could handle it. Went straight out, hit the defenseman who's coming back to help out, hits him on the back of the leg in the net before anybody else could help.
So that's our story here. We'll have a look at the stats. And let's see, shot 12 to 6 shots on goal. Komets dominate there. So we'll be back and check that out for you in just a moment. This is Comet Hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
Are you looking for a new truck this year? Look no further than your Chevy and GMC dealers. The redesigned 2016 models are made at the GM Fort Wayne Assembly Plant. The proud men and women of UAW 2209 put quality first when they build your truck. You'll see the quality shine when you buy a new 2016 Chevy or GMC pickup. Union labor puts quality on the road every day. UAW 2209 members continue that quality tradition. See it for yourself in your new truck, built by your friends and neighbors in the UAW.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people, epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, break dancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain Cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Midwest Gloves and Gear is always in full bloom and boasts a broad line of garden gloves and accessories that suit any gardener's needs. Midwest's full garden gloves product line features a wide variety of yard and garden gloves, all in the latest fashion-forward designs and colors. The garden accessories line features garden tools, hats, kneeling pads, bags, footwear, and much more to help make sure your garden always stays in full bloom. From head to toe, Midwest Gloves and Gear has you covered, and we've been growing with you for over 50 years. Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being and take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
If you're looking for a way to see the Komets for less, then you'll want to read all about it. Find coupons on Komet ads in print editions of the Journal-Gazette and News Sentinel for seats in the Fort Wayne newspaper's extra section for only $8. Save $5 per ticket with your extra section coupon. For more information, check the latest edition of the Journal-Gazette or News Sentinel, or visit Fort Wayne Newspapers downtown on Main Street. Pick up your coupon today for extra special savings on the Komets, courtesy of the Fort Wayne Newspapers Extra Section. Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report, presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
Well, we got a little shenanigans going on down on the ice right now, as is usual. Lots of inflatables and all the various mascots lining up down there to make it work. We have a 1-1 tie. The Komets in Cincinnati here at the end of the first period of play. Komets got on the board first. Mike Embach, power play goal at 5:51 of period number 1. Thomas had 1 assist. Perlini had the other, and we had a good lead going. Budish with a penalty at 10:45 for a cross-check. Carlson picked up a penalty at 6:48. And we surrendered the goal. A short-handed goal.
Penzenza.
At the 18:31 mark.
Yeah, Penzenza gets the goal from Downing. As the assistant.
Okay, all righty. Now that we got 18 getting that goal. Mark him down. We didn't know who got it.
Yeah, it must have been Downey who went down the wing, pass it to Pendenza, who let the shot go that Martin stopped, and then hits the Komet defense, goes in. Pendenza gets credited for the goal.
Easiest goal he's gotten all year.
Well, I think he was in shock after he saw that Martin got himself over there and made the great save on it, but then he surprised it goes in the net himself, so he'll take it.
Whatever you get, gifts come very rarely in this game, especially in situations like that. But it worked, and he got it, so there was where he is. Nice crowd tonight. We don't have anything posted on the score sheet yet. There's only one other game going in the ECHL. That is in Atlanta. It's 0-0, and they still have 8 minutes to go in the first period of play. Shots on goal 11-7. Manchester is out shooting them. And Cincinnati here, of course, with a 1-1 tie. We've outshot them 12-6. And we have the power play goal, and they have a shorthanded goal. So I hope somebody knows how to score full strength.
Well, like we said, very close checking game all the way through. Both teams, the passing not as sharp as we've seen it in the past games, but because of the close checking, it was making it difficult for everybody to get going. But both teams are skating. If you open up the door, they're going to go right through it in a hurry. So you have to play tight defense and protect your goaltender as much as you can. As we saw in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game, Cincinnati was all over the Komets and weren't letting them have the puck, or they couldn't get it out of the zone. So we got to be very aware of how quick this team is and how quick they can score goals. So defense is your key thing right now. Keep somebody home so you can help out Martin back there.
And you also know they use the whole ice surface.
Yep.
Boy, do they go wide and bust out quick.
Yes, they
boom,
do.
Boom. And that's tough to handle because you don't know whether you got to keep them outside you. You can't let them get up the middle. But sometimes the ice gets pretty broad, and that third guy coming down the middle, it's just like a turkey shoot before it's over. So we'll see how that all is going to work out, and we will be back here in just a moment. We'll pay for a little bit of this right now. 1-1, Komet Cincinnati at the end of 1. This is Komet Hockey.
Presenting the official list of things your husband will never buy. 100 powdered wigs, 5 electrolysis appointments, a 3-tiered cake stand made of bone china. But if your husband's identity is stolen, he could buy anything. Help protect you and your family from identity theft with Fifth Third Identity Alert Premium. To learn more, stop by your nearest Fifth Third banking center or visit 53.com/ID Alert. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. The benefits in Fifth Third Identity Alert and Fifth Third Identity Alert Premium are provided by Fifth Third's vendor, Affinion Benefits.
Emergency radio service is the the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. Communicating with your fleet of vehicles across the state of Indiana just got easier and safer. Turbo Connect from ERS is a wide area two-way radio system offering talk, text, and GPS fleet management throughout most of Indiana. Turbo Connect meets Department of Transportation regulations for hands-free communications and gives you the peace of mind that you can communicate with your fleet without distraction. Reach out to ERS at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584 or online at www.trboconnect.com.
The Black Friday Blockbuster Sales Event now at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Don't wait for Santa to bring you a great deal.
The Dodge Boys are offering the best deals of the year on all remaining 2015 models in stock with 0% financing for 75 months plus huge amounts of bonus cash.
It's commercial truck month.
So you can now save up to $6,000 on a new Ram 1500 Crew Cab.
And all military veterans will receive an additional $500 of bonus cash on any vehicle.
If you have credit issues, don't worry, because the Dodge Boys have the best financing rates to make sure you're getting the lowest payment possible. 0% financing for 75 months on all remaining 2015 cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs in stock.
Over 700 cars to choose from
during the Black Friday Blockbuster Sales Event going on now. Nobody beats a Dodge Boys deal. Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Under the giant American flag on Coliseum Boulevard.
And online at glenbrookdodge.com.
Auto Care on the Go is auto care that comes to you. We built our business from the ground up based on integrity and honesty. Your vehicle will be professionally repaired on site by Auto Care on the Go. Our certified master mechanic team has over 28 years of auto repair experience. Auto Care on the Go will repair your vehicle and your activities never stop. Call 574-200-9945 or visit www.autocareonthego.com. Auto Care on the Go. Proud sponsors of the Komets, an auto mechanic service to fit your busy life.
Aquafina is water for happy bodies. Now, your body is an instrument. A happy and hydrated body sounds like this. An unhappy body sounds like this. An Aquafina body is... A not-so-happy body is... Aquafina. Not Aquafina. Happy, not happy. In other words, if an Aquafina happy body was the lead singer of a heavy metal band, you'd hear... Yeah! Not... Yeah! And when happy bodies get together, well, then it sounds a little something like this. Yeah! Aquafina, for happy bodies.
For happy bodies, Aquafina! Driving down the road and your car dies at the light. You know you've got to make it here, cause we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Well, we got a little time to waste here while we're trying to get this thing back in order. A few minutes at least down the line as the Komets and Cincinnati are tied at 1 goal apiece at the first 20-minute mark here on Thanksgiving night. A tradition the Komets established when they first began to play in the old IHL. Thanksgiving night was one of their special nights. It's been there ever since. And it's had quite a tradition for it. Good crowds, a lot of students. This is the weekend when a lot of them come home for Thanksgiving dinner, a little extended holiday. Come out and watch the Komets play. You can see them. They're represented by a number of different kinds of like sweatshirts and hoodies and T-shirts from the schools and universities all around the Midwest. So we welcome them here. And so far, it hasn't been what you might call a real thrilling game. It's been kind of crazy, but everybody's picking away at each other, trying to see that they can handle one another. And they're a little reluctant to really get in there and mix it up, and that's what they're going to have to do here in the second period as time continues to work its way down. So we'll hopefully keep up with it as we go, get them going here for this one. So tomorrow we have the day off, but Saturday night the Toledo Walleye will be in town to do battle for us, and that'll take care of this week's schedule. And it will accelerate in the month of December, believe you me. It will be on the go. From here on in, it'll just be more of a frenzy as time goes by. So we'll take what we have as we get it, and we'll make sure we can do the best we can with it for you. Great to have Shane Albarani on board, because it's given me an opportunity that I need. I was in a quandary as to where I was going to go and what to do, because Mom just doesn't get out and around anymore like she did in the past, and I hesitate to leave her home over a long extended period. She's okay, but I wouldn't want to be gone a day or two and have her have to fend for herself, because sometimes she gets very forgetful. But she's just as sharp as a tack when you sit down and talk about it. She just can't remember much long after that, but health-wise she's doing good. So all's well there. And I miss not looking over and seeing her at home hockey games, but she's been there for many years and has always been there for me when I've needed her, and I've needed her so much in my lifetime, because without her guidance, her calmness and loyalty, I never could have accomplished many of the things I have. She's given me the strength, and also, of course, has mothered some of the greatest kids anyone. You couldn't order kids any better than the family we have right now. So when you put it all together, boy, that's a lot of satisfaction, a lot of pride, and a lot of thankfulness. And that, to me, on Thanksgiving Day, I guess, you put that bundle all together. And I am extremely and eternally thankful for what they have done. And also, of course, I'm thankful for the opportunity to share with the family and you people as well at times when we discuss things, a little discussion of what the Lord has been in the lives of the Chase family. Very, very, very influential. Referees are back on the ice. We'll be ready to go. Game will be on for you in just a moment. Right now, though, this is Comet Hockey.
With 16 locations throughout the state, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets team and proud of our roots. For more than 30 years, we've helped thousands of Hoosier families establish their roots with a mortgage loan. When you need a mortgage that is simple and straightforward from a name you can trust, be sure to stop by any of our offices or go to www.ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI, license 10994. This is not an offer for extension of credit or a commitment to lend.
The brand new Bar 145 is now open on North Clinton Street, right beside Baker Street, and you can enjoy gourmet burgers and even build your own with over 200,000 combinations. Their menu also offers classic bar dishes that have been kicked up a notch. This is the hottest new bar in town with excellent food, craft beers, and perfectly aged bourbon, plus a custom-built patio. The atmosphere is ambient and energetic, with live entertainment from the best bands in the Midwest every Friday and Saturday night. Bar 145 is Fort Wayne's first gastropub. Bar 145, burgers, bands, and bourbon.
Whether you're attending college for the first time, hoping to complete the degree you put on hold, or thinking about pursuing a graduate degree to take your career further, your goals are possible at Indiana Wesleyan University. Attend class at our Fort Wayne location or online and reach your full potential without sacrificing your personal priorities. Your future is waiting at iwudegrees.com. IWU. Anything is possible.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, here we come. Second period about to get underway. Cincinnati gets the opening faceoff. Cross their D, and they drive it over center ice inside the Fort Wayne zone. Down in the corner. Tip back up the boards. Komets try to make a play. Oh, lost it in front of the net again.
Careful.
Holy crow. You wouldn't have to know how to play hockey too well if you knew where to be, because you're getting some pretty fat stuff. Komets now deflected to center ice, but not much happening. Back up the middle they come, turned in by Cincinnati. Martin out of the Fort Wayne net, teeing it up. And here they come back over center. Try to jam it, can't get it done as Thomas couldn't move it. Up they come. Into the Fort Wayne zone, playing catch back there. Out again. And at the Fort Wayne line, they still can't play it. Now we'll give it a try. Dumping it was Thompson. Thompson feeds it loose, and Thomas dumps it back in the corner. Komets go in deep, try to get a forecheck. It didn't work. Komets break that one up and drive it right back in the zone as Shaftsman knocked it down and got it in his equipment. Didn't quite know where it was for a minute. Here the Komets are deep, trying to play it Skelly. Front of the net. Here it is. It's blocked and up into the crowd.
Yeah, they're forechecking each other so tightly. They're using about one half of the ice, and you got 10 players in that area trying to move the puck around, and everybody's just checking so closely that nobody's got any room to break out, and they need to start separating guys over to the far side here and hitting some rink-wide passes.
Yeah, it's like a beehive.
Yeah.
At least if you're hit, nobody's going that fast.
Yep.
All right, here we come again. This time into the draw will be Alberga. See if he can get this one back. And we'll check that off as it's going to be Kashersky who finally went into the faceoff. Now up we come. Cincinnati keeping it in their own zone. The forecheck stays on as they drive it down as Kashersky keeps the pressure on. Here they come, though, breaking out at center ice. 3 men down, coming to the front of the net. Komets have it back. Round they come up the far wall. Komets still hold it. Now they give it back to the Komets as Embach turns one away. Now they put it back into the zone. High, just off the edge.
Nice play, Case.
Embach going deep. Kashersky chased it down, but it's recovered instead by the D-man, Wazalowski. Komets keep it alive. Oh, shoot.
Fake.
Mikey had a big chance there with room up the slot to shoot it. Here we come again. Now it's Kashersky. He's going into the corner. Can't find anybody. Out at the point. Cross-point pass. Let her go. Hey.
It's a deflection.
And almost Kashersky with a rebound. Back up front. Here's Embach again at the point.
Sutherland.
All the way to the right point as Embach is taken down on the play.
Save.
Scramble and knocked down again in front of the net. Komets working at it. They're putting some pressure on now. No doubt about it. Hey, deflected but wide again.
Yep.
As it will be Kashersky behind the net. Embach's got it there. Coming wide with it. He's got it down in the corner. He's hit on the side as Carlson puts it one on him. And here comes Cincinnati the other way. Here they come to the line. A lot of reaching again.
No forechecking by Cincinnati.
No, because Weber just kind of made a big, long reach, big, tall kid rather than taking his man. All right, Komets now. They're sending it up the middle and going to the front of the net. Thomas beats his man to the puck. He's got it. He looks back in the corner, left side. All the way behind the net, left side, digging it off Thompson. Thompson trying to get it out front. Puck squirts loose. Thompson almost got it back, but it deflects wide. Budish coming up with it. At the point, kept in by the Komet defense. Good move there, stepping in and knocked that one down was Curtis Leonard, the Komet defender. Komets try to keep it going, and this one's all the way back in the corner. Leonard will go back for the touch. The icing penalty's called before he gets there. So we're looking at still 1-1, and it's the Komets in Cincinnati. We're tied, 16:30 to go in period 2. This is Komet hockey.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Leg out. Komets come across with the puck. Back up the middle. Taken away as moving away was Sean Skelly, but they took it right off his stick. Now they have it inside the Fort Wayne blue line behind the net. Komets work their way back. At center, into the zone as Shasma's got it out. Looks for help. Can't find his guy. Right point. Right point. They slide it behind him, trying to move it. Now Beaupre. Beaupre came alive, lost it there, and here comes Cincinnati going wide left side. Man heading to the front of the net. Good back check by the Caves.
Rebound.
Another good hit. Oh, my, Martin with two huge saves.
Rebounds right in front of the net.
And right now, they're all tied up as Grackle.
Corbett's going to get himself a penalty. He keeps doing that.
Well, Grackle had his stick, and he couldn't get it away from him.
They finally clear the zone, and down it goes. Icing is called.
They get the icing called.
Now they're going to go at it, the two of them. Corbett.
I don't think Grackle wants any part of them.
Well, they're both going to go to the penalty box, so it's going to happen here.
But, I mean, it was 26 who got the first penalty, Grackle.
Well, we'll see.
He should have had it, I should say, because he wouldn't let go of Corbett's stick.
Yeah, well, Corbett's the only one going to the box, so Corbett's going to get it for roughing.
That's a bad call. I don't mind saying so.
I thought he should have both got him. But the retaliation was by Corbett. They both got the sticks up, and Corbett gets it. Komets a man short right now.
Hang on. Penalty kill time. Perlini back into the faceoff off to the right of Martin. Boy, did Martin act well in that flurry a little while ago.
Yeah, a couple of good.
Stood right up there on it. Here comes Cincinnati, though, taking the face-off. Nice save as Martin saw it coming all the way. Southorn moved the guy out in front of him so he could have a good look at it. He gaffed it and took the whistle one more time. 1-1's our score. 14:59 to go, period 2, and this is Komet Hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, faceoff stays in the Fort Wayne zone. A lot of power play time coming to Cincinnati. We're tied 1-1.
We've had two good shots.
They move it half wall right side, now off deep in the right corner. Working their way back up. Komets try to steal. Pick back up instead and trying to move around the check, but unable to get there was the D-man. Up they come. Still on the lookout, walking down in front. Another good save as they get a touch on it. Here's Southorn behind the net. Harmonic trying to move it back out, and he does.
Clear. Good play.
Got it off the glass and sent it all the way back in the corner. Whitney covers it for his teammates as back they come. Weinstein off the defense, starts another rush. Still 1:10 left in that power play. Seems like it's never going to run off the board. Offside. He put himself offside. Nice play.
Well, they tried to make a cute little pass, a give and go, but the man stepped up, lifted that leg up, and that was enough for the offside. Yeah. Face-off will come outside the zone. Still 1 minute and 5 seconds. Cincinnati power play.
Long power play, Rob.
Yeah. They've had 2 shots off this thing, so Martin's had to be sharp back there.
Thomas in now to the face-off trying to make a play, but here comes Cincinnati again. Dumped into the zone by Cody Carlson around behind the net. Komets try to play it back up the wall. They fight for it on the right wall deep. Here they come all the way to the point. Taking a look to the right point now, going off to the corner, cross rink. Oh, nice save. Another save. And they got it again. Hey, baby. We're working at it. Now the Komets get it cleared. Boy, Martin's getting his money's worth out of this power play, I'll tell you. Here comes Cincinnati one more time. On their way to center. into the zone, dropping it off deep on the wall. Picked off there, trying to cut down in front was Quenville, but he couldn't get it. Now the Komets have it again. They whip it the length of the rink one more time. That time Hamonic just made sure he got it deep. 1-1, still 10 seconds. They have this rush coming. They move to the line, fire it over center, in behind the net. Taken off the left wall, trying to bump it out front was Quenville, but he couldn't make the play. Bandit, we have a crowd behind the net on that one. Here they come up top again. Look out, knocked down, woo, right of the net again.
Come on, guys.
And the Komets, yep, right now we're losing our concentration completely. Here they come off behind the net. Let's get physical if that's going to help us. Need all the help we can get. Here they fake it, turned wide. Can't get the shot away. Komets, oh my. Almost dump it out. Skelly puts it in behind the net instead. And the Komet forward has to dump it. Here we come, a little room, moving it back out. Comets outskate the first play, moving to center. Skelly, in he goes, all the way to the front of the net, knocked it down, but he couldn't finish the play. Penalty call will be against Cincinnati, and the Komets just leave the puck deep, played back by Beaupre.
Goaltender out of the net, extra attacker.
Up ice we come, and there's a little daylight. Beaupre coming through, goes over center ice, into the zone, feeds back on the Komets' control, all the way wide left side, right by Thompson, trying to make a play. Here they've got it left side, get a shot. And
he passes.
Way too many. Yeah, they're missing the golden opportunities to make these plays. Here they come back up the wall, finally get a touch. The whistle blows, and the penalty call will be made. And it's called at, let's see, that would be 8:09.
Yeah, going to be Cincinnati, and I believe it could be high sticking. Hooking, they call it. And it's going against number 6.
Yep. El Capitan. Nope, correction.
Kozlowski.
We got him straightened up. Yeah, Kozlowski's their captain.
Komets power play, face off in Cincinnati zone. Here we go.
All right, in the draw, Curtis Leonard. He gets the draw. Oh, feeding it off near side. Where are we going to go? Spread it out, spread it out. Here we come all the way up top. Let her go. It's a shot. Good save there. As Whitney just got enough of that one to make it work. And now a bad pass in the hole. They allow him to step right into the zone.
Yeah,
we're going to have a penalty shot on this one.
I don't think penalty shot, but it'll be a penalty.
I wouldn't be surprised, Rob.
Tripping. Yeah, tripping. He's going to call tripping.
All righty. And then again, here's lackadaisical play.
Yeah, well, they made the bad play.
Wow.
The defenseman fired the puck across the blue line. Cincinnati anticipated the play, stepped up between it, and then it was a foot race to the net. And Southorn ended up winning it, but he ended up having to pull the man down and force the power penalty. They'll both play 4 against 4 for a minute and 38 seconds. Then Cincinnati will have a 30-second power play. So 4 against 4 for a while.
It isn't what you call the smoothest game you've seen in a long, long time. Kind of herky-jerky.
Well, nobody.
It is 1-1, and that's right now. We're happy for that. This is Komet hockey.
I'm so pumped about Tim Hortons Chicken Fajita Grilled Lunch Wrap. I brought a few friends to help me out. Hit it, boys. That's what I'm talking about. It's made to order with delicious ingredients like warm seasoned chicken, real cheddar cheese, peppers, onions, and chipotle sauce. Grilled to perfection, wrapped up, and ready to go. I love it with one of their freshly prepared soups. It's el fantastico! Bring it home, boys. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting new lunch, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, puck back in the neutral zone right now as they try to go across to the right point. Recovered there by Cody Carlson, and they're back on the attack, walking into the zone. A little back check on it. Out front, look out, Komets intercept. And Southorn leaving it. Now they get it started again as Embach works his way back towards center. It's all clear at the moment. He tried to stick handle by, and it was stolen kind of easily that time by Mike Hammond. They're back in the zone. Can't play it now down behind the net. Komets have it. Perlini. Perlini holds it for a while to Weber behind the net for Fort Wayne. Back up the near wall. Southorn's got a breakout, which he does to center. Skating in nicely on the play. Here's Thomas with a drive.
Good shot.
Good shot. Good save by Whitney as Thomas snapped that one off. Pretty nice wrist shot.
Yeah, they're both playing 4 against 4, so there's lots of ice room out there for shots. That one there, they let the shot go pretty good down low into the pads. No rebound as Whitney made a nice save. 15 shots by the Komets, 9 by Cincinnati.
10:09 left in period 2. We're in a 1-1 tie at the moment.
About 20 seconds before Cincinnati will have power play.
Perlini back into the faceoff for the Caves, off to the right of the goaltender Whitney. And out at the point, Komets have it there. Down the half wall, all the way cross rink right point. Now they have to throw it in behind the net where it's picked off by Thomas. Here's Thomas again. All the way up top. He's still got it. At the point, leaves it for Weber. Down in front of the net. Good move as Thomas really cut to the net nicely. Just couldn't finish it off. Full strength. No, it's power play time Cincinnati right now.
Yeah. 15 seconds.
Here they come trying to set somebody up in the middle. Can't get the job done. 10 seconds left of that. They knock it down and get it out of there. That a boy.
Perlini.
Dumping it, Perlini. He was kind of off balance, but managed to get enough wood on it to put it where he had to put it. Here they come back in the zone again. Look out and move it.
5 on 5 now.
And again, they're not clearing the puck. Back go the Komets again. A good bump that time by Shaftsma. Shaftsma coming back. He's bumped on the play, taken away from him. They kick it in behind the net in the corner. And what are they going to do with this one? It's behind the net. Now dumped by Thompson up the far wall, and they give it away in the zone again.
Still running
all the way down the half wall. Trying to pick it back up. Got a man out front. Now here we come. Can we get there in time? Nope. They put the forecheck on us, and they squeeze Thompson right off the play. Here they come. Back on the attack. Quenneville into the zone. He's bumped loose, and it's at the blue line, but it does not go out of the zone. Came cross rink, though. Picked back up. Dumped out by the defender, Leonard. Fort Wayne zone. Can't get it again. Deflected. Here comes Cincinnati. At it again. This one over the top of the net on a hard shot by Manella. Komets come all the way back the other way. Shaftsma sends it deep. Round behind the net with 8:12 still to go in the period. We're still tied. Komets step into that one, moving it back at center ice, driving it all the way in the Cincinnati zone. Oh, behind the net, almost stealing that one, Kaczynski. Hey, they're digging for it, working at it on the corner, and they finally tie it up as Whitney just sat on that one and said, it ain't going nowhere with that one, buddy. We're 1-1. It is 8:08 to go. It is period number 2. Komets in Cincinnati, and this is Komet Hockey.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in
To the face-off inside the Cincinnati zone. Perlini back at it again. Ready. Perlini gets pushed off the play, but he's rattling around trying to make it work. Komets lean. Puck, though, instead picked up. Weinstein coming behind his own net all the way up the middle. It's chipped away, and the Komets recover it. At their own line now. Where are they going to go? Cross rink up ice. Here we come again. Weber sends it down the middle. Ticked into the zone that time by Thomas. Perlini out behind the net. Thomas steps into the passing lane, gets a shot at his guy, but back comes Cincinnati. Fort Wayne line. And again, reaching and dragging at it. Can't make the play. Here's Thomas with it. Thomas sends it out to center ice. Unable to catch it was Thompson. Big hit on the play as Thompson crushed his guy pretty well. Here we come again. Thomas. Give and go pass up the middle. At center. Now where they're going to give it this time. Into the zone hard. Oh, go at the point. Did they get it? They did. Oh, on goal.
Rebound.
Another one. Great save again.
Whitney.
As Thomas picks it up. Whitney with 2 huge saves.
Yeah, one from the point. The pass, when you let the rebound out, Thomas right there, let the wrist shot go in the glove, and Whitney came out and challenged and made the save on it.
So 17-9 shots on goal still favor Fort Wayne, and the scoreboard stays even at 1-1. Faceoff stays in the Cincinnati zone. Back into the draw again is Nikita Kashersky. Oh, go with it. In front of the net, trying to tumble it wide, couldn't make the move. It rolled in behind the net. Cody Carlson, the Cincinnati defender, coming back, and they go down deep in the Fort Wayne zone. No icing is called. Up ice they come, and at center, open man coming to the line. In go the Komets. All the way deep left side, they take a look behind the net. Hustling hard was Matt Lark. And then Lark finally lost it, kept it alive, though, in the corner. They got it back in. Here's Kashersky. He's out front. And Embach was there, and it just deflected away at the point. In they go again. Knocked down front of the net one more time. Good forecheck. Komets. Kashersky in, puts good weight on his man. Up top, they've got an open point on the left side. It's blocked. Embach's got it back. Here we come, and he fakes, gets by one, feeds it loose, and getting a little fancy that time.
Thorne got trapped.
Yeah, and here we come. Drop back deep into the Fort Wayne zone. No icing again. Corbett. One forecheck is all they've got on it right now, but he's got everybody tied up. Come on, guys, help your man. All right, into the zone they go. It's Skelly going deep right side on the corner. Komets going to dig it out. Skelly's got it back. Skelly gets away from one, and the net came off the mooring again. 5:45 still on the clock. It is period number 2. It's a 1-1 tie, Komets and Cincinnati, and this is Komet Hockey.
At Partners First Federal Credit Union, provide a smile and have a chance to win some major cash. Donate a new or slightly used winter coat for a chance to win $500. Open a Partners First Visa card and be entered to win $1,500. Current members, every time you use your Partners First Visa card, you'll have a chance to win $2,000. Just visit online at partnersfirstcu.org. Promotion runs through December 31st. Some restrictions apply. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender and is federally insured through the NCUA.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Thanks, Southie.
11, Manila.
Well, they're on the board right now again, and they now have the lead at 2-1. Chris Manella picks up the goal at 14:33.
Yeah, they broke out of the zone. They dumped the puck. Southorn got a hold of it, and all of a sudden the guy picked his pocket, went around him, broke right in. Manella walked right in. Nice wrist shot down low. It may have gone through the 5-hole on the stick side, but they found the net on a pretty good shot as they broke in and stole the puck.
It was free sailing once Manella got around south. He was gone. Komets get it back. Back up the wall. Here we come. Nice cross-rink play. Dump to center. Komets turn it in. All the way to the corner front of the net. Everything worked out except the goal being scored.
There's a big save, Whitney, right there.
Because Thomas had him right where he wanted him.
Yep, nice goal mouth pass right across to him. Thomas took it on the fly. Went to go to the opposite side, up high on the stick, but he got the pad out there. Couldn't get it up fast enough or high enough. And Thomas Whitney, that's his best save right there of the game.
Thomas knows where to go.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the good hands and the high skill, but he's a mucker, and he gets in there and he does his job.
Yeah, he broke to the net, and there's a nice feeding pass to him.
Yeah, perfect pass.
Bang, bang play. Nice play.
Here we come again as Perlini with a draw this time. Got it back out.
Another giveaway.
Oh, my. The point man fanning on that one. Here they come in again. Nice save on the play. Turn back up ice. Komets down in the corner. They're getting out muscled down in the zone. Perlini sends it cross rink, and Thomas couldn't hold it. Now they've got it at the point. Now right point. They try to skate in. This one wide of the net, sneaky down into the corner. Recovered now, down deep. They move it out. Komets take over at center. Good lead pass. Perlini, and he goes. He's there on the wing. Front of the net.
The net again.
Right out front. Good plot. Thompson crashed the net. Here we come again. Down in the corner. Thompson's got it. He's looking. at the point, on the right point. Screen it and let her go. Woo, nice play.
Nice save.
That was a great save again by Whitney. It was down low. Komets keep it alive. Here we come cross rink again. Beaupre up top. At the net again. Where'd it go?
And there's goalie's got it.
He didn't know where it was that
Still
time.
loose.
Here will come the Komets again. Centering pass from Thomas goes the length of the rink.
Yeah, Corbett gets it.
Corbett's coming back with it. Feeds it cross rink. Beaupre now standing around waiting for the line to change. Apparently now he's got what he wants, I hope. And out he comes. Nice pass at center. And it goes. Kosierski dumps it deep on the play. Around behind the net, picked off by Lark. Lark tried to get it up top. Turned away. Up comes Cincinnati. Up the right wall. Coming to center. Driving all the way to the zone. Robinson.
Outside.
Dangerous hockey player, this guy. 3:34 left in period 2. It is now 2-1 Cincinnati. And this is Komet Hockey.
Save on gasoline and get free Komet Hockey tickets. Get a Marathon Visa card at any Marathon station and earn up to 25 cents per gallon rebate. Also, pick up a Komets fill-up card and earn a buy one, get one free ticket offer to any Friday night regular season home game. At Marathon, you can earn a 25 cents per gallon savings on gas and a free game ticket. Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
Have you had an MRI and later were shocked by the high cost of your copay? Your out-of-pocket insurance cost can be 3 times higher depending on where you go. Call us first. Find out your estimated costs before your exam. And if you don't have insurance, pay as little as $4.25. Why pay more? It's your choice where you go. Choose from our 3 locations. Auburn, Decatur, or Fort Wayne open MRI on Lake Avenue.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan and Company in Fort Wayne.
All right. Face-off went outside the line. The puck popped into the
Say that quick.
yeah. Cincinnati bench.
I don't want to try it.
No, I'm not going to try it again either, Rob.
Face-offs outside the
I'm making a note of that
zone.
combination. Never say it again. All right. Ready. In the center zone. Draw goes to Fort Wayne. Cross rink breaking in hard. To the corner is Corbett. Can't finish it off as Cincinnati breaks it up. Here they come back at center again. Komets have it, and they lost it. Oh, and down hard on a high stick besides. Goes the Komet player in the corner.
Alberga?
Yeah, that would have been Alberga.
Yeah,
and the penalty call.
Yeah, forechecking by Cincinnati. Got the stick underneath his arm. It came right up and caught him in the face. And that's going to draw the penalty. Cincinnati will be a man short. We'll see if it's a 2 or a 4. Most likely a 2. The Komets will have power play with 2:58 to go in this
Budish with a high stick.
Yeah.
So here we go. A little conversation on this one as the faceoff goes all the way back inside the Cincinnati line.
Gary Graham puts the troops out there, has a little talk to them before they head to the faceoff circle. See if we can win the draw here.
All right, ready.
Perlini in the draw.
Off to the left to Brandon Whitney, the goaltender for the Clones. Here we come. Komets get the draw. Now up they come. Embach waited too long, and his shot was blocked.
That was blocked and shot all the way up in the air right into the Cincinnati bench. But the faceoff will go back just inside the zone, and we'll get the draw at the faceoff here with Perlini again.
One more time. Let's get another one, buddy. .251 still left here in the period. Komets get this draw back out to the point. Now they spread it out. Nicely in front. Thomas with a drive. Save.
Good save.
Rebound. Came loose. Nope. Hanging on is Whitney again.
Yeah, Thomas made a nice pass over to Perlini on the circle. Let the one-timer go, and again, Whitney got across on it, and he's playing pretty well in this second period and keeping the score scoreless.
Really has. 22-10 shots on goal favor the Komets.
Yep, they've pumped away 10 shots so far in this period. So still power play time, Komets.
Let's get it going. We're trailing by 1. Could use one in a hurry. From behind the net, here they come. Cincinnati on their way back up ice, hustling all the way to the Fort Wayne zone. Joey Wilson, he's around the defense. Backhander, front of the net. Komets have it. Out we come. Thompson on his way, feeds into the zone. A little hesitation down in front. Still digging it out. He's still got it. This Thomas now deeper in the corner. Blind pass behind the net. Up we come, and it's held in by Southhorn at the right point. Crowd point pass. Here's Embach, front of the net. Up top, scramble again, and this one cleared length of the rink. Martin came out to make sure he could headman it. Still 1:05 to go. Into the zone, drop pass again. Down around the corner, Skelly going deep right at the left side. Around behind the net, here's Perlini. Perlini got it on the zone. Down to Skelly deep. Trying to find a play. Still don't have it. Oh, he got up in the shooting hole. Did pretty well, except didn't get good wood on the puck. He was in the right spot, and it just didn't work.
Back down the ice.
Yep, Martin out to make sure that he's got control of the puck. 1-4 check on the play. That's Jack Downing. Here come the Komets back again. 30 seconds. They're working at it into the zone. Here we go. Skelly drops it at the point. All the way around behind the net. Came far wall. Kept alive by Shaftsma. They have it behind the goal again. Skelly's got it now. Komets hold it deep in the zone as Alberga keeps it alive. Komets try to hold it in and do. Here they come back up top. Skelly, here's a drive. High. Over that one back in the corner again. Shaftsma behind the net. Cover the point, left side. Drop deep into the corner that time.
All even, 5-on-5.
Up they come.
Shaftsma right to the net.
And he gets caught right on the corner of the net. Oh, boy.
All over.
They're all over the place now. Here they come back. It's dumped into the Fort Wayne zone. Handled, and the D-man Corbett coming back up ice. Take a look. Yeah, he did. Into the zone nicely. Here he goes, trying to cut behind his Kashersky for the Komets. Fights for it down the wall. Still had it. Couldn't finish it. Up we come. Cincinnati on their way out toward the point. Can't make the play. Picked off as Joey Wilson goes to the goal mouth. Look out. Here we come. Komets back up ice. Just having a terrible time controlling the puck. Deep now goes Thompson down in the corner behind the net. He's run off the play, and both of them go down. Right to the net on a blind pass by Beaupre, and he almost got one.
Quick shot.
Here we come again. Got a man in front of the net. The buzzer sounds. That is the end of period 2. And the score now 2-1 favors Cincinnati at the end of the 40 minutes that we have charged on the books. So 20 to go, and it's going to be a wild and woolly 20. 23-12 now. Shots on goal. 2-1 though, Cincinnati with the lead. This is Komet Hockey.
Hey there, your Applebee's bartender here with a tip on making Mondays better. Now you can score any of our burgers, plus free refills of fries for just $6.99. Who knows? With a deal this juicy, you might actually look forward to the end of the weekend. So come by and fill your stomach without emptying your wallet on Monday Burger Night. New and only at Applebee's. For a limited time, price and participation varies.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
WIFM Fort Wayne.
WOWOAM Fort Wayne.
Pass on your love of gardening to your children by letting them explore the garden with Midwest Gloves and Gear's full line of Nickelodeon products. SpongeBob, Dora, Diego, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are featured in Midwest's Nickelodeon line of products, including gloves, hats, watering cans, buckets, tools, and much more. When you need gloves and gear, think Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri. Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report, presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
Well, right now the Komets have their work cut out for them. They've got 1 goal to make up the tie, 2 to win, 20 minutes to get the job done. They've outshot them all the way down the line. Let's see, in this period, they had 11 shots and only 6 shots for Cincinnati, and that's what they did last night as well. But shots on goal mean a lot more when you've got the lead to go along with what you're working on. And they're getting chances, but the puck's like a kind of a hot potato tonight. They're having a difficult time making it go. The Komets more so than Cincinnati. There seems to be, I don't know, there's something lacking in the flow for the Komets, and I can't put my finger on it. Right.
Well, like I say, they're both good skating hockey teams. They're both good checking hockey teams. And when they both know what they've got to go against after the game last night, remember that was 3-2 in overtime.
Yeah.
So a pretty good hockey game going through there, 2-2 all the way until the overtime. So these are pretty evenly matched teams right now, and you need a break here or there. We've seen 2 of the goals have been on breaks. One was a shorthanded goal, and then, of course, the other goal there by Perlini as they broke down and stole the puck off the defenseman and walked in with a pretty good shot. So you've got to get a break. You've got to put the puck away when you get the chances. And both goaltenders have been tested well, and both goaltenders have played well.
So that pretty well summarizes what we have to this point. Tomorrow, of course, Komets have a day off, and then Saturday night, they're going to be hosting the Toledo Walleye here at the Coliseum at 7:30. And the Walleye kind of thrashed them last Saturday night up in Toledo as they were on their way up to Brantford, but they've got to get a little revenge on that son of a gun, too.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, and unfortunately it wasn't a good game all the way up there as they got beat 6-4, I believe it was. Yeah. So they fought well right to the end, had a chance to come back, but unfortunately too many goals, not enough goals.
That's right. When you get a hole that deep, you kind of have to do things you don't normally do. And if you survive your gambles, you're fine. But if you don't, you just go deeper in the hole.
Exactly.
So, getting close here with, of course, the end of Thanksgiving night just about upon us, and getting ready for December to come along. And boy, we have a busy December schedule. No doubt about it.
Seven home games, I think, that month.
And of course, being the holiday time, all the frantic operation as it goes up and down. So we'll just have to do what we possibly can to cover it all. And let's see if we can get some of these injuries back. They're pretty important to us, and we sorely miss some of these guys who are on the shelf, especially Sidlowski. I mean, he's such a key to the whole hockey club, and Sid's having a tough time getting it back together again. So hopefully he will be ready to roll. And, of course, Muirs has been called back up again. And Muirsy, they're giving him a good look. He's got some great wheels, moves around well, and he's one of those guys you call a rat. He's always stirring up trouble, and he does a good job of that as well. And he came back down after a short stint in San Antonio, and he said, you know, I hope I get to go back up, but right now I'm here, see if we can't get this team going, which he did, and that's the attitude that gives those guys a chance to go back up.
Well, there's no doubt the injuries have hurt them, and, of course, the call-ups combination, which you can't help. But, boy, there's a lot of lineup changes in the Comet lineup. If you look at it right now, you've probably got about 5 guys that were maybe here from the start. Everybody else has been either called up, sent down, moved here, moved there, traded. You see trades in the paper, which you usually don't see a lot of that from the Fort Wayne Komets. But this week there were a couple of trades made just to try to make room for players and to make adjustments for players to be able to have another spot to play. So tough job for David Bronke and adjusting all those lineups. And then, of course, with Gary Graham on the bench there, he's got to make all these guys click together, and maybe that's the problem where you're seeing some passes not hitting, not clicking, and things aren't as sharp. And it'll come if they get to play with each other a little while.
Yeah, they get some time next week to do a little practice and kind of get this thing back into perspective again. They've had 29 different players in the lineup in games so far this year, and I can't think of a year in the past 5 or 6 we didn't come close to that.
Well, like you mentioned, they had to go buy new jerseys because they didn't want to use the jerseys from injured players. So they've gone out there and they've got themselves 30 jerseys and 30 names. Hopefully they don't have to get more jerseys to fill some more injuries or anything like that.
And some of the new guys that are coming in, they'll say, well, geez, you know, do you have my number available? what's your number? Well, my number is 12. And I say,
Not in this team.
Not that one, buddy. That number 12 sitting up there.
Yeah.
And Reggie claimed that one years and years ago. But and a lot of the guys who have tradition of wearing certain numbers just don't get them.
Yeah. Well, that's the way the minor leagues are, and unfortunately, you know, a lot of players moving around all the time, and they just have to adjust. And that's part of the minor league program right now.
You hope you get to your jersey number when you get to the big.
Should be lucky. You should be glad and lucky enough you just got a place to play.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
And that we talked about that earlier with the scout from the Avalanche, and he said, you know, the kids now are coming into a whole different attitude. Now they seem very, very thankful to get a job playing at this level. And as you and I have said over the last months, this league over the last 3-4 years has improved so much, the caliber of the game. And I'm sure part of that is the enticement of these guys to play hard, move up to the next level. And if they do come back down, they don't sit there and pout. They just bust their buns and get it back. And then once in a while, some of the older guys will slide in down here, which are good role models for these kids, and it gives you a little idea what it takes to get there.
Yeah, well, one of the interesting statements that I hear all the time from players coming down is that I'd rather be down in Fort Wayne playing on a regular shift and doing things instead of being on the fourth line up there getting one shift a period or one shift a game. And if I'm going to get better, I've got to play. And you might as well be here playing full shift, playing on a winning team, working hard, doing the things. And if you get the second opportunity to go back up, hopefully when you go up, you're in a bit of a hot streak. They move you in the right line combination for a try, and bang, you click. And that's what it takes. It takes a couple of breaks from going from here to the American League and making sure that you click at the time you're there.
Well, you know, the speed between this league and the American League isn't that much different. It's pretty tight. The only thing that gives you a great advantage in the American League, they turn 4 lines, where we only turn 3, which means you get a better opportunity to get sort of more rest. But at the same time, if you're on the 4th line and things aren't going well, as Robbie said,
you may not get on the ice. Yeah, you sit on the end of the bench there. That's a pretty long bench, too.
No doubt about it. So, but those are the things that these young guys have to experience and be ready for. And I'm sure it's obvious that they're being watched, their conduct, to make sure that they do contribute fully. And the kids that are coming down here in the Avalanche system have really been good kids. They've worked hard when they've come here.
Yeah, we haven't been dissatisfied with anybody that's come down. Gary Graham, they fit into the system. They fit into the knowledge of the team. They feel comfortable when they come here, and they love to play in the Coliseum in this beautiful big building.
And, of course, the Avalanche spends a lot of time paying attention to their kids in the minor system. We've got one of the Avalanche Expediters in here tonight who was a former player who played through the National Hockey League. He played in the ECHL and in the American Hockey League. And so when he retired, they said, come on and be a part of our player development group, because they had a great deal of respect for him, and that's what he's doing. And he'll be on the ice tomorrow with Gary, working with this particular group. And like Gary says, I welcome this because here's a kid that has experience that I've never had. And even though technically I think I know my game, it's interesting to watch other people and how they do things and how they run things and express themselves in practices.
Well, and of course he's got the system that he wants the Colorado kids to learn, and he wants to make sure that they don't start straying away from it, and that Gary is in that program with them, because that's part of the agreement, is to develop these players for Colorado. And then of course you've got some other kids in here from other organizations. They basically have to blend in.
Well, it's amazing, you know, way back when the National Hockey League ran the Tier 1 junior clubs, they'd have their guys in there, and the junior clubs were carbon copies of the parent club almost all the way down the line. They were interchangeable parts, so when a kid with a great amount of talent got a chance to make a jump, he wasn't lost. He knew where to go.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. You go right from junior to the Central League and then to the NHL, or if you're a little older, then you would go to the American League. And age had a lot to do with the hockey back in those days. Central League was the younger kids, and the American League was the older, experienced kids. And depending on what you needed for your number one team, that's what you went after.
And you know, there was a time as well when you got into the ripe old age of 26, 27, or 28, there was still a possibility you had a career there. But anymore, with the wealth of hockey players coming from all sources, by the time you're 25 and 26, if you haven't made your mark, you might as well just find a comfortable spot and play it out.
Well, that's exactly right. And you get guys like Embach and everybody that's, they play here a couple of years, and then, of course, he tried it over in Europe, and things didn't happen for him over there as he expected. So he was able to get back in here and play here, and that's good for both sides in a program like that, where the Komets like his style, like his personality, and they bring him in to help out in all phases. And, of course, it works for both people that way.
Indeed, it does. We're looking at 2-1 Cincinnati here after 2 periods of play. Third period coming around in just a few moments. But before we get any farther down the line, let's pay a few bills. This is Comet Hockey.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Renegade with legendary Jeep performance and incredible fuel economy, starting at $17,995 minus incentives. Also now on the starting lineup is the all-new redesigned Ram Rebel. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is a new crowd favorite with a muscle to back it up. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Hellcat. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
Are you or is someone you love suffering from sandwich envy? Do you look longingly at other Subway sandwiches and wish they were your own? Not surprisingly, this is a common side effect of the Subway Chicken and Bacon Ranch Melt. With tender all-white meat chicken, crispy bacon, Monterey cheddar, and cool creamy ranch on freshly baked bread. Fortunately, there is an effective cure for sandwich envy. Get to Subway and grab your own Chicken and Bacon Ranch Melt today. It's that simple. Subway. Eat fresh. Warning, while eating Chicken and Bacon Ranch Melt, those around you may begin to suffer from their own sandwich envy.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
It's time to take some time for yourself. Set some goals, take control of your health. With a personal plan, get more out of life. With a little nutrition and exercise. Fitness. It's a way of life that you can live with. Fitness. Get more out of life.
Redeem your ticket stub at Speece Fitness to receive a 1-week free trial membership.
Once upon a galaxy in a world far, far ago.
This party is lame. There's no cool kids here.
But, Dad, you planned the party.
You're right. I'm tired of being in the doghouse. The other dads were laughing at me and throwing cats. That's seriously bad.
Since Father Figure was concerned with his approval rating, he knew he needed to act fast.
We need someone to bring the fun stat.
How about me, kids?
Get out of here, you. You're bat poop crazy. And besides, I'm 43.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Well, we dodged a rubber chicken with that one.
Now, since Father Figure incurred the wrath of the clown mafia, he knew he needed to overcompensate and get some cool points fast. Oh, yes. Cool points are like gold. Pretty shiny gold.
I need to call Tag Art. Give me that phone, Joey.
It's Tommy.
That's what I said, Frank. I'm dialing 456-6999.
With that, Father Figure was instantly connected to Tag Art, where a whole list of service options were laid out before him. Caricatures, face painting, costume characters, stilt walkers, and beyond. No pressure, no egos, and all local talent. Tax-paying artists, bully.
And no more flying cats.
Father Figure further learned of Tag Art's website, tagartcompany.com, where he could see samples of work and not just trust a stranger with a great phone voice.
He did have a great phone voice.
So the next time you need to bring the fun to your party, college, office, mitzvah, reception, or general wacky-do shindig.
They do wacky-do, too?
They truly do. For you, too. No poo. too. So get the tag team, and you'll know why they say, tag, we're in.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All right, we're having a little look at what's going on here around the ECHL. Like you say, just one other game going tonight. And the latest we have on that one, that is Manchester in Atlanta. We're 0-0 as they're just finishing the first period down there. No additional play. 2-1 here. Cincinnati leads the K's after the second period of play as they pick up a goal late in the period. Manila at 14:33 to give them the lead. We have all the other stats in our favor except the one on the scoreboard that says who's leading. So we'll see if we can somehow rectify that ASAP and get this rascal back in business. That's what we're looking for right now. We'll be back in just a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
5 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, but thanks to advances in treatment, I survived. And when I look back and see how far I've come, you'd think the last thing on my mind would be a checking account. But a new checking account at Fifth Third Bank can help fund Stand Up to Cancer and their cutting-edge research. This groundbreaking initiative is helping save lives. Like, for instance, my life. Learn more at 53.com/SU2C. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank.
Member FDIC, Stand Up to Cancer is a program of the Entertainment Industry Foundation, a 501c3 charitable organization.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the values you've been looking for on all the new 2016 models. Starting at $16,405, the all-new 2016 Dodge Dart is already a bestseller with great fuel economy and sporty looks. Now get incredible savings and low monthly payments on this new model. The Ram 1500 pickup, two-time truck of the year with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. Also, check out our new line of commercial Pro Master vans for all your work needs. Chrysler has perfected the family vehicle with the Chrysler Town & Country. 7-passenger seating, dual TVs, satellite radio, and all with a great price and exceptional value. See the complete lineup of new Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, here we come. Third period about to get underway. Puck down deep in the Cincinnati zone, picked off there as moving it back around the far wall and coming back out of the zone, Nick Huard. Into the Fort Wayne zone, front of the net, tap back up the wall, touch it, get it to center. Nobody on the far wing to take the play at all, but it was a nice pass to nobody. Here we come again now. Cincinnati, a little hesitation coming through the center. Ryan Wesolowski
it over.
Waiting to make it go. Shot goes high as we come in on the wing right side. And getting off the ice in a hurry was Thompson. All right, back they come, Fort Wayne zone. Fed up the near wall, nobody there. Now they finally flip it out to center ice. It's a bouncer taken away, and the Komets get it back. Here we come, back up the middle again to nobody. Now they drive it back in the zone. Cincinnati coming in. Komets get it back. Let's do something with this one. Here we come around the far wall. Komets work their way back up ice. It's deflected. Komets follow it into the zone. Here they come deep and unable to play it. Beaupre sweeps it into the corner. Komets up on the right side as it's going to be Skelly who gets hammered down the wall. Komets have it back. At the net, the shot saved. Round it comes and dumped hard on the play. Corbett. Here they come back the other way as Corbett trying to get his guy. He's got him lined up right now. That would be Carlson poking away at each other. Here come the Komets again. Into the zone, going hard all the way to the corner is going to be Lark. Lark can't get the shot away out at the point, though. Here they come, front of the net. It's blocked again. Komets feed it back in the zone. Hamonic got a shot away. Komets with it again, and fanning on the play Here comes the drive, and it's a save.
Southhorn got the shot off from the point. It may have got deflected up into the glass, but at least they got the puck off the point man, and he got the shot.
So we'll face it off inside the zone. Third period just underway. 2-1 Cincinnati holding the lead. This is Comet Hockey.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, Komets go in chasing deep on the zone as the puck was dumped by Lark. He went after it himself. He's fighting behind the net for it. Now trying to center it is going to be Kashersky, and he couldn't hold the bouncing puck either, and back they come to the Fort Wayne line. Southhorn ripping it back to center ice. Into the zone it goes. Went by two Komets, and neither one of them could touch it as it rolled on by. So the icing call.
Cincinnati going to play it tight to the vest right now. You see them staying in front of the net. When they get the puck, they're going to just dump it out of the zone, wait. If they get a break, they'll go. If not, they'll protect their net for that one-goal lead right now.
That's the way we were playing it last night down there, and we seem to have somehow lost a little bit of the touch there. It was working perfectly last night. Back we come as Perlini into the draw. Off into the corner. Komets after it again. A little late jump as, oh, look out.
Score!
There it is.
The top of the circle.
Yep.
They dug it out. They threw it to the top of the circle. It was a man standing there. He one-timer. And I don't think Martin saw the puck as there was 2 or 3 players between him and the goal net. And it went in the net, and then he realized it was past him. Cincinnati goes ahead 3-1.
Budish gets the goal.
Budish.
And the time of that one was 3:05. Whoops.
That one hurt. That'll pick him up.
Didn't need that one, I'll tell you. All right, here we come again. Set off the wall. Turn behind the net. And the Komets are just, I don't know. They're passing to phantom players tonight. And not much is going on. On the wall, trying to make it play. All the way to the point left side. They look, tried for the screen. It's knocked down again. Got a pretty good banging going out in front of the net right now. No additional play on that one. Here they come.
Perlini walking in.
Shot. Right in on the rebound. Unable to handle it, though, as the winger breaking down. Here they come. Fort Wayne zone again. Hustle. Come on, guys. Turn back out at center. Lead pass into the zone. Tapped wide. Perlini feeds to the corner. Up the middle. A drive. Missed the net.
Beaupre.
Out front they come. Beaupre had a wide open walk in. Here we come up the wall.
Here he's again.
Beaupre up top again. Drive went wide. Pick back up. They move it around the wall. Out it comes center. Komets break that up. Into the zone they come again. Skelly trying to go wide. Backhands it off behind the net. Komets go in hard. Trying to move the puck. Whoops, and it goes to center ice before Beaupre could get to it. Here he comes. He's looking, waiting. Back up the middle. Komets had it. Couldn't play it. Now into the zone. It will be dumped by Shaftsma behind the net. Recovered there by Wieselowski, the captain. Turned back behind the Cincinnati net. Now they've got it again. They get a shot out front. Can't finish the play. Rebounded, and back up ice they come the other way. Wieselowski coming to center. Long shot into the Fort Wayne zone. Played by Corbett. Corbett comes back up the middle. On the wing, going after it hard now to the line. It's going to be Lark. Lark going out in front, missing the bounce on that one was Embach. Here come the Komets again. Hustling hard, can't make it work. Brown behind the net trying to tip it off. Here's Embach again. Drops behind him on the play. Now all the way to Lark behind the net. He's tripped on the play. No call on that one. Good hit on the bounce. Southhorn is there. Front of the net. They got a man out front. Couldn't hold the rebound. Here they come the other way. Legging it down deep into the corner.
Man in front. Heads up.
Trying to make a play. Komets have it. Back out of the zone they come again. On the move at center, going deep in the corner, digging hard, Kashersky.
Oh, it almost went in.
Oh, my.
Yeah, they thought there was going to be a whistle. Everybody thought there was going to be a whistle for the icing, an intentional offside, and they didn't. The puck come right to the crease and laid there, and the Comet forward getting in there. Krasinski got in there. He got a whack at it, but the goal hit the last minute, realized it, and stuck his pad out.
He was waiting for a whistle.
Yeah, they were all sort of pulling up a little bit, expecting a whistle. No whistle, and we almost got a sneaker.
Yep. We needed one. They got one.
That would have been a good one for us.
All right, here we come. Perlini back into the face-off again, trying to get it in front of the net. He's got it, though, on the corner. Works his way around one, back out at the point. From the point, in behind the net in the corner. Komets after it one more time, going cross rink. And after this one, Thomas. He's got it down in the corner. Works his way to the front of the net. The shot, the save.
Right to the net.
Hanging on, Whitney again. A lot of hustle by Thomas there. He was a one-man gang.
Yeah, he came from the boards, dug it off the boards, come right to the net. He didn't have much of a shot because the goaltender takes the angle away, and he couldn't cut in front because you got two Cincinnati players right in front of the net protecting. So shot on the net, Whitney makes the save.
Back to the face-off inside the Cincinnati line, turned around behind the net. Ratchuk trying to move it back up to the Fort Wayne line. Lead pass going into the zone. Good hit that time as Thompson ties his man up. Here come the Komets back at center. Lead pass going in. Nice passing. Here we come on the net, and Whitney covered that one up.
Yep. A little pushing and shoving at the net as Perlini heads for the net looking for the rebound, but Whitney, no loose pucks, frees him, defense back to help out.
All right, face-off will stay in the Cincinnati zone with 13:41 still left in the match. We need goals. This is Comet Hockey.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Emergency Radio Service is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne, providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their businesses more efficiently. Reach out to ERS at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers2way.com. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, Komets coming out of the zone. Now finally dumped by the goaltender as Martin had to go back and play that when he was kind of a lone ranger. They steal it. 2-on-1. Here they come again.
2-on-1 again. Look out. They scored.
They scored again.
Yeah, this time they make a pass high on the far side. They had the 2-on-1. The shot was at him. And Martin, no way he could get over there that fast. He threw himself at it, but the puck was up high underneath the crossbar. They go ahead 4-1.
And that one, I believe, was scored by 11:06 the time.
7:06.
Number 20, it was Quenville. They're putting the hammer down now.
Well, they're just sitting back waiting for the breaks, and they can put the puck in the net.
And again, they left Martin pretty well out to dry.
7.
Okay. All right, let's see where we go now as we're back in play with it. And it's dumped deep inside the Cincinnati corner. Around to make the play, it's going to be Kashersky. Back they come, Fort Wayne zone, and inside the line, offside. Fortunately on the play, is camped inside the line was Jack Downing, and this guy is a goal scorer.
Yeah, well, he's sneaking in the back door trying to, and fortunately the Comet defenseman got a piece of it, broke the momentum and killed the play right there. Face off outside the zone.
Well, it's 4-1 right now, and that's a deep hole against this club.
Face off just outside the Comet zone. Fresh line out there.
We need to get something to go just to break the momentum right now because there's nothing happening for us at all. And decent start, and away we go with it. Southhorn's got it back. Came back up the right wall, lead pass at center, into the zone. Here we come again, down cross rink. Krzyzewski trying to move it. It's picked back up. Down they come into the Fort Wayne zone, wide to the left side. Slipped off behind the net that time as they drifted in. Pendenza.
Here's a little push in, shoving.
Who's involved in this one?
Komets.
Southie in the middle of that one?
Komets is in there.
Okay.
He was the one doing the pushing. And I don't think the referee's
no problem on that one, I don't believe. They need another puck.
Yeah, the puck got shot up over the glass, and that's what started there at the boards.
Okay, so we change them up again. 12-10 still left in this game, and the K's have to find it, and soon. 4-1. Cincinnati. This is Komet Hockey.
The Fort Wayne Holiday Inn, next to the Memorial Coliseum, is the official hotel of the Fort Wayne Komets. The hotel has special Komet hockey packages that include deluxe room accommodations, plus 2 tickets to a Komets home game. Enjoy dinner before the game at the Mastodon Grill, or a drink after the game in the Faculty Lounge. With 6,000 square feet of banquet facilities, the Fort Wayne Holiday Inn is perfect for your holiday parties. Call 482-3800.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
All right, Komets try to keep it going here. Out of the zone they come, tipped out by Ratchuk. All the way back in the Komet corner. Believe this will be an icing, or is it?
Nope, waved off.
Here they come. Komets back up at center ice. Cross rink on the play. And at center, making the drive is Leonard to the unit. Can't get it. They dump it long, though, as the Komets change their lines. Behind the net, trying to work their way back out of the zone now. Lowers came off the D, sends off right side. Nice pass up the wing. Komets back check, took that one away. They fight for it deep in the corner as it's Corbett. Corbett trying to move it, can't do it. It deflects off a stick up into the crowd again. So the faceoff will stay in the Fort Wayne zone. 10:58 still left to score. 4-1, 28-16 shots on goal. Doesn't mean much.
No, not when they've got the 4-1 lead. And they, as we say, they're just a defensive hockey team that sits back and waits for the break. The 2 goals coming on 2-on-1s, and the goaltender not have much chance on either one.
No, you hadn't. They're slingshot out of there in a hurry when they get the break.
Now they got 4 guys back in their own zone protecting the front.
Shaftsman in the corner, pumped off the play, goes in, bangs away at his man. Nothing happening there as Manella gets cleaned off the puck. And here comes Cincinnati all the way to the Fort Wayne line. And again, using the whole ice surface, cross rink, wall to wall, spreading it out. They don't give anybody a chance to set up on them. Here we come again. Embach slides it loose. In it comes. Corbett's there. By 1, by 2. Couldn't hold it at the point. Here they come, 3-on-1. Coming back in a hurry. Good back check by the Komets.
Southhorn then.
Southie came back and really took care of that one. Here they go into the zone now. Trying to go to the front of the net. After it is Lark down behind the net. Can't play it. Lark mucking it up. Now back comes Embach, and they clear up on the wing right side. Embach on the back check got his guy cleared, but it's going to be Hamonic in the corner. Rip back up the wall. Komets cleared at center on the move. Here they come into the zone. Couldn't keep it. Not only is the back check good, but pretty active on the sticks. Here we come left side. And a fan on a centering pass, not once, but twice. Here's Southie. His drive missed the net. All he had to do was hit it, and he had something going. Southhorn's got it back again now in his own line. Feeds off to the defensive partner. And he and Hamonic trying to get this thing going if they can. Up the wing left side. Into the zone we go as it's Thomas going deep on the play. Perlini has it down deep in the corner trying to make a move. They ride him off the puck. He mucks it up trying to play it. Up the wall it comes, and we have a whistle on the play.
Up and over the glass, I believe,
one
again.
more time. So with that, we will have a moment to reflect. 9-11 still to go in this game, and the Komets trail it by 3, and this is Komet Hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being and take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
4 parts of a season, you know.
All right, we're ready to go. Face-off inside the Cincinnati zone. Down around the corner, trying to get to it. Nobody on it yet. Been working hard on the forecheck. Garrett Thompson trying to clear it out.
Here we go.
Back we come. Who's this one going to be?
Thomas. Thomas is going with 17.
And, okay, let's see where it's going to go. Carlson.
Yeah, and Thomas wanted him. He called him out. So we'll see if he can go with him. Well, Carlson got a couple of pretty good shots in quickly.
So that took care of that one.
Yeah. So, bang, bang. They both got a couple of shots in on each other.
10-59.
Yeah.
They were both bad boys. Give them 5 apiece.
Yeah, they're yelling it. They're talking to each other on the bench. We'll do that again. We'll do that again.
Yeah, they didn't really get that one opened up the way they would have liked, I'm sure. So they'll get that straightened out and return their respective clothing to them in the penalty box and face it off in the Fort Wayne zone.
Well, they'll get 5 for fighting, both of them, and we'll play 5 against 5, so nobody won't hurt the team out there.
Yeah, they got their frustrations out. They're still playing full strength. All right, back we come into the face-off. Huard for Cincinnati. Tap back out at the point. Held in at the point by Ratchuk and dumped deep. Trying to move it in behind the net. Komets go in, banging away. Up they come in front. Here's a drive. Block. Komets send it to center. Ratchuk knocks it down again. Back up the middle. Tipped right to the net. Cleared by the Komet goaltender, Martin. Off behind the goal. Here we come. Moving it out. It's going to be Corbett coming to center. It's intercepted. Back comes Cincinnati. Good hit down the wall that time as Lark took care of his guy pretty well. Into the zone we come. All the way cross ring. Oh, Komets had it. Couldn't finish it off. Is trying to snap the shot away Thompson, but it rolled right off the end of his stick. Here they come, down in the corner, deep left side, trying to center it, but no avail on that one as they try to clear it out. Quenville couldn't get it out.
Safe.
Look out, here we come. Is the net on or off? It's still on, apparently. Komets just unable to control it. Now they dump it to center ice. Who's got this one? Nobody. Cincinnati gets it back as they send it back into the corner. Grackle sending it out. Now the Komets break it up and going hard into the zone. Really going after that one was Alberga, but he just couldn't get to it. Cincinnati cruising back at center. Weinstein to the Fort Wayne zone. Off around the corner. He gets on by the D-man, Weber, who nails him and drops him. Back up they come. Back in they come again. Komets took it away. Couldn't get the pass. Around they come far wall. Weber keeping an eye on the guy that got him. Now they're working their way down the zone. Getting a little physical. See if that's going to make any change in what's going on. They pull it around behind them. Komets come back up ice again. At center. All by themselves now. And it just sent back deep into the corner by Alberga of the Komets. They go in on a hard forecheck. Get a shot. Turned wide, picked back up as Quenville trying to move it down in front of the net. They block it. Around it comes Embach, tries to feed it far side, gets it back in the corner. Skipped over his feet, but he can't make the play. Knocked down was Kashersky, and the Komets intercepted in the neutral zone. Down into the corner we come. Komets with it again. All the way deep, following it down deep. Kashersky. In he goes. Boom. Nails his man a dandy. Up the wall.
Oh,
here we come. Another one. On the money. Good save, Whitney. Round they come again. Komets with it, and this time they're going to give a penalty, I believe, to Embach.
No, it's going to be,
the other way or what?
Yeah, well, we got a scrap in front now. Who's this? This Beaupre? Beaupre's got somebody.
Beaupre is going to work on somebody.
And there was a penalty being called, but I think it was against the Komets. The Komet goals. Martin headed for the bench. They sent him back, so we were lucky we didn't get a sneaker on us there, but a scrap broke out in front. Beaupre and number 5, is it?
Yeah. 5. So they'll sit out a little time on this one. Lowers. And they'll both pick up 5 for a fight, I would imagine. And there may be another penalty called on it as well. We're waiting to see if they get that one. Because the penalty was definitely against Fort Wayne. Yeah. All of a sudden, I see Martin come flying out of there. I'm going, oh, no.
Yeah. Well, they're sending Beaupre to the bench, to the dressing room. So he may have got 7, 5, and 2. So we'll see if that's the case.
We'll get the announcement soon. While we're doing that, let's check off this one for you with 6:21 left. It is 4-1 Cincinnati, and this is Komet Hockey.
Are you or is someone you love suffering from sandwich envy? Do you look longingly at other Subway sandwiches and wish they were your own? Not surprisingly, this is a common side effect of the Subway Chicken and Bacon Ranch Melt. With tender all-white meat chicken, crispy bacon, Monterey cheddar, and cool creamy ranch on freshly baked bread. Fortunately, there is an effective cure for sandwich envy. Get to Subway and grab your own Chicken and Bacon Ranch Melt today. It's that simple. Subway. Eat fresh. Warning, while eating Chicken and Bacon Ranch Melt, those around you may begin to suffer from their own sandwich envy.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat?
Uh-huh.
Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Colligan and Company in Fort Wayne.
All right, face-off goes to Cincinnati. Down the wall, half wall right side, trying to get it going. Power play time, Cincinnati. Around behind the net, back out front we come. As Perlini tried to catch it, couldn't get there. Here's Cincinnati again, getting away from a forecheck down in the corner, squirming away, spinning away. Pendenza can't get it. It's up top now. Here it is. They score.
It's a power play
down
goal
in front of the net. Bingo. Huard gets it.
Yeah, that was from the point. Komet's a man short with Embach in the penalty box. He comes out now, but they go ahead 5-1 on a power play goal at 14:01.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Yow.
No. We're not supposed to warm up our bus.
Yeah. That was a good shot from the point. Again, Martin doesn't see the puck. It's passing before he can move.
Yeah.
And it may have hit the guy in front of that going by the net, number 40, Hurdle. So we'll see who gets the puck.
But we know for sure we're down 5-1. That's the facts as shown on the scoreboard. So here we come again. Cincinnati going deep with it now. On the forecheck, trying to force the pass was Alberga at center ice. Komets get it back as Shafsma leads into the defense. Here they come back up the middle, and the Komets sweep it deep in the corner. Skelly sends it off behind the net, retrieved there by Ratchuk. Ratchuk reversed the play on the wall. Ratchuk gets hit, can't finish the play, but he got the puck back, and here he comes. Lead pass all the way to the Fort Wayne line. Bad outlet pass by Southorn. Southie is hit. The puck goes to the point right side, and cutting across left point, in they go. Drive, save,
shot, rebound.
No additional play.
They get it out.
They scramble for it. Where is it now? Komets get it. And up they come to center, moving it. Southie going in deep. Can't make the play. Bad pass. Coming to the front of the net. Komets can't catch up with it, but yet they finally get there. Lark, this guy's showing a lot of speed. He can jump in the hole pretty good on these. Here they come back to center. Cincinnati on their way to the Fort Wayne line, cutting across the defense, trying to get...
Embach just wiped somebody out.
Baby, I mean to tell you hello there.
Yeah, they might have clicked knees.
Manella, I believe, is the guy who's down.
Yeah, he's down. He's grabbing his knee right now. No whistle. They finally see the player down there, and they blow it.
No, it's number 10, I believe, was down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it was a collision, I believe, and Embach run into him, and he grabbed his knee as soon as he went down. So we'll see. The trainer is out there right now. He's at least moving his leg.
Yeah, that would have been number 10, I believe, was the number that I found, and that was Robinson, and he's one of the big dogs on that hockey club, bar none. But at 5-1, they don't seem to be threatened with only 4:32 left.
No, well, there, Embach was cruising around there pretty good, looking for somebody. He looked like he had his head down in a collision right there as they popped each other.
So we will take a moment here while we retrieve the Cincinnati player. 5-1 as the Clones are blowing hard. This is Comet Hockey.
I'm so pumped about Tim Hortons chicken fajita grilled lunch wrap. I brought a few friends to help me out. Hit it, boys. That's what I'm talking about. It's made to order with delicious ingredients like warm seasoned chicken, real cheddar cheese, peppers, onions, and chipotle sauce. Grilled to perfection, wrapped up, and ready to go. I love it with one of their freshly prepared soups. It's el fantastico. Bring it home, boys. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting new lunch, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
I hate to say it.
Well, here we go as this game has kind of degenerated into a more physical situation. And we'll see how it's going to end here as the Komets are down by 4.
No penalty on the call.
And
so,
they need something to happen in a hurry. Embach now striding back towards center ice, got his eye on the puck. Komets lose their stick on the play. And Embach gets another hit on another one. Here they come. This one deflects up onto the screen over behind the Komet goaltender, Spencer Martin, and the faceoff will stay in the Fort Wayne zone. Still 4:17 left in this third period.
Faceoff will stay in the Komet zone. And again, of course, the Komets back at it Saturday evening. Toledo coming into town here, 7:30 game, and we'll have to get prepared for them. They beat us the last time up in Toledo, so a little revenge on that one.
Komets now break to center. Here's Embach going in. Gets caught from behind on the play, and it's dumped into the Komet corner. Southhorn's there. Back up the middle. On the move comes Thompson to the line. In he goes. Couldn't finish the puck. Picked back up. Backhanded by Perlini behind the net. Thompson's got it. Off to Embach. Mikey looks. Can't find a point man. He gets it to the point anyway. Here it is on the front of the net. Scrumming. Can't play. Perlini's got it up top. Embach's got it again. Here's Embach. Can't find his play. Right by Perlini, who never even made an attempt to make a play on it. But it's headman by the goaltender Martin into his own zone. Up we come as Weber with it. Back off and out towards center. Southhorn with a shot all the way down the other end of the rink, which made really very little sense. But here they come the other way, going to the Fort Wayne line, hard off the wall, trying to move it in. Huard, he's nailed on the play as he's hit pretty good by Kasher.
Shot right on the net again.
And again, Martin is getting busier now. No additional action on the play, and the faceoff will stay in the Fort Wayne zone.
Yeah, they've had 9 shots on goal this period. The Komets have only mustered up 6. So the only period they get outshot, they're being outscored pretty good, too, 3-1.
So we got to get it on here as best we know how. Ready. Face off again. They fight for it. It's in a scrum. Out ice they come. Moving up on the wing left side. Shaftsman coming to the line. He goes deep in the corner. At the net. The shot wide. Shaftsman tries to center it up the far wall around the boards as actually Skelly gets a little hit on his front of the net. The net off the mooring again. And they get the whistle on that one.
Yeah, Shaftsman got right in there. The puck was loose. He got a whack at it. But again, Whitney come right out. His big body sprawled out, got a hold of it. He actually knocked the net off the mooring.
Both nets have been off a few times tonight, more than usual.
Well, you see that nowadays a little more because the goaltenders are so much bigger and clumsier and everything like that, and they fall back into the net, hit the net. It just pops up. It only takes so much pressure.
Here we come. Komets with a drive again. Turned aside by Whitney. Good one. Here comes Cincinnati on their way to center ice. Dumped in Fort Wayne zone. Deep on the corner. Played by Weber. Up ice on the wing right side. Komets start their break. Fanning on the play momentarily. Matt Lark, but it's sent back Fort Wayne zone again. Cleared off behind the net. Lark takes a little hit. Weber coming back out at center. Now the Komets head into the zone. Down the wall left side, trying to get it in front of the net. Big tangle down there is going after the puck hard was Lark. Lark on the wall, still has it. Bat the point. Here's the drive. Front of the net again. Cleared the rebound. Out they come in at center ice. Komets have it back at their blue line. Taking a look. Can't find anybody in the hole. Turned off as Hamonic. Back up at center. Touch pass going into the zone. Here we go deep at the line. It's out in front of the net. A drive and a save and another save.
Perlini still at it.
Made a couple of pretty good moves there, I'll tell you. He's tripped to the ice. No further action. Back up we come. Komets keep it alive again. Around the wall. Off goes Hamonic. Komets try to keep it alive, and it went right by the point man. Komets have it again. Back up the middle. Here's Perlini looking for help. He's out there, and he's around behind the net. Can't make the play.
Here's the point.
At the point, here we come. Left side, Corbett in front of the net. Perlini with a drive. Knocked down. Front of the net.
Embach, look out.
Embach, score. No. Hit the post.
Yeah.
Thought he had it. Here they come again. Down in the front of the net. Picked up deep on the left side. The defender, Leonard, coming wide with the puck. He's got it again. Now Embach's got it to Leonard. Leonard flips it cross rink and too short. Corbett never got there, and here comes Cincinnati. Fort Wayne zone. In they go.
Last minute of period.
Pass. Trying to make this one work down on the corner. Jamming for it deep in front of the net. Embach couldn't make the play, but here they come at center. Thomas. Thomas sweeps it back into the Cincinnati corner. Weinstein picking it off on the defense for the Cyclones. He working his way back at center, heading into the zone around the defense, and going after it deep was Weber for Fort Wayne. Weber came out to center. Lead pass as getting bumped off the play that time was, I believe it was Skelly got wiped out there. Here they come back one more time into the zone. Knocked loose momentarily by Kashersky, but back it comes, and finally the Komets dump it deep. 15 seconds still left is down in the zone. They try to get it in front of the net. Here's another drive, hanging out front of the net, can't play it. Kashersky sends it out to the point. After it is Southorn, can't play it. Komets try to keep it alive, dumping it into the zone. 1 second left, and it is over. End of 5-1 final score. Cincinnati, and this is Komet Hockey.
Auto Care on the Go is auto care that comes to you. We built our business from the ground up based on integrity and honesty. Your vehicle will be professionally repaired on site by Auto Care on the Go. Our certified master mechanic team has over 28 years of auto repair experience. Auto Care on the Go will repair your vehicle, and your activities never stop. Call 574-200-9945 or visit www.autocareonthego.com. Auto Care on the Go. Proud sponsors of the Komets, an auto mechanic service to fit your busy life.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Hey there, your Applebee's bartender here with a tip on making Mondays better. Now you can score any of our burgers, plus free refills of fries for just $6.99. Who knows? With a deal this juicy, you might actually look forward to the end of the weekend. So come by and fill your stomach without emptying your wallet on Monday Burger Night. New and only at Applebee's. For a limited time, price and participation varies.
Bees Late Night means half-price select appetizers. Unwind with us Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. Welcome to the Komet Hockey postgame show, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Here's Bob Chase.
All right, not much of a match as far as the Komets are concerned. One Cincinnati put it in one extra gear and showed their expertise, and of course they've got a pretty skilled hockey club, and we're playing with what you might call what would the president say, the B team?
Well, it took 2 periods to figure out who was going to take control of this game, and unfortunately Cincinnati took control. They scored at the 3:05 mark, and that gave them the 3-1 lead. And from that point on, the Komets were trying, but every time they got a break, a 2-on-1 occurred, and then Cincinnati went down and popped the puck in the net. Before you know, it was 4-1, then 5-1. So they took control of the game in a typical Cincinnati game, play tight defense, wait for the breaks, and that's exactly what they did, and they put the puck in the net when they had the chances.
So the way it went starting out, the Komets are first on the board. Embach with a power play at 5:51 of the first. Thomas had an assist on that, as well as the Komets centerman Perlini. The Cincinnati tied it up at 18:31 on some loose play that cost us the opportunity there to make it 1-1.